Trapped in your sleep, the truth about sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis isn't just a creepy story, it's a real condition affecting 1 in 5 people worldwide. You're fully awake but completely paralyzed, trapped in your own body, often accompanied by hallucinations so vivid they feel like nightmares come to life. But what causes this? Is it your brain glitching, or could it be something darker? In this video, we'll uncover the science behind sleep paralysis, explore the terrifying symptoms, and share tips to prevent it so you can finally get a good night's sleep. And if you've ever felt like you were being watched or suffocated while you couldn't move, you'll want to stick around, because understanding sleep paralysis might just make it a little less scary. Let's get started. What causes sleep paralysis? Sleep paralysis happens when your brain and body fall out of sync during the sleep cycle, specifically in REM sleep, the stage where most vivid dreams occur. During REM, your brain paralyzes your muscles to prevent you from acting out your dreams. But sometimes, when you wake up suddenly, this paralysis doesn't switch off right away. You're mentally awake, but your body is still stuck in REM mode. Here's where it gets interesting. Studies show that around 20% of people experience sleep paralysis at least once, but for about 10%, it becomes a recurring issue. Scientists have linked it to factors like sleep deprivation. Pulling all-nighters disrupts REM sleep. Stress and mental health issues, anxiety, PTSD, and panic disorders make you more vulnerable. Sleeping on your back, this position is often associated with sleep paralysis. Genetics, if someone in your family experiences it, you might too. What's even scarier, your brain can activate the fight or flight response during these episodes, leading to hallucinations like shadowy figures, chest pressure, and a sense of dread. So while sleep paralysis feels supernatural, it's actually your brain's miscommunication with your body. Terrifying, but explainable. What does sleep paralysis feel like? Sleep paralysis feels like being trapped in a living nightmare. You're fully awake, conscious of your surroundings, but completely paralyzed, unable to move a single muscle or even scream for help. It's as if your body is frozen while your mind races in panic. What makes it worse? Hallucinations. Around 75% of sleep paralysis episodes include vivid and terrifying hallucinations that can feel just as real as waking life. These fall into 3 common categories. Intruder hallucinations. You sense a dark presence in the room, watching you, often described as shadowy figures or sleep demons. Some people even report hearing whispers or footsteps. Chest pressure hallucinations. Known as the incubus effect, you feel intense weight on your chest, like someone is sitting on you, making it hard to breathe. Vestibular motor hallucinations. This includes sensations of floating, flying, or having an out-of-body experience. Episodes typically last anywhere from a few seconds to a couple of minutes, but the fear makes it feel like an eternity. Some describe it as the most terrifying experience of their lives, leaving them drenched in sweat and afraid to fall asleep again. Is sleep paralysis dangerous? Sleep paralysis feels terrifying, but here's the truth. It isn't physically dangerous. Episodes can cause intense fear, leaving you feeling helpless or trapped, but sleep paralysis doesn't harm your body. The paralysis itself is a natural part of REM sleep, where your brain immobilizes muscles to stop you from acting out dreams. The problem arises when you wake up before this process ends. However, while it isn't life-threatening, recurring sleep paralysis can impact your mental and emotional health. Studies show that around 10% of people experience frequent episodes, leading to sleep deprivation. Fear of another episode can make people avoid sleep, worsening the condition. Anxiety and panic disorders. The fear and hallucinations can contribute to existing mental health conditions. Links to narcolepsy. If sleep paralysis occurs often alongside extreme daytime drowsiness, it could signal a serious sleep disorder. For most people, sleep paralysis happens randomly and is triggered by stress, irregular sleep schedules, or sleeping on your back. But if episodes become frequent and disrupt daily life, it's important to consult a doctor. Cultural myths versus reality. Sleep paralysis has terrified people for centuries, and before science explained it, cultures around the world turned to myths and supernatural stories to make sense of the experience. In Western folklore, it's known as the night hag, an evil creature that sits on your chest, suffocating you while you sleep. In Scandinavian mythology, sleep paralysis is caused by the mare, a spirit that torments people with nightmares. In Japan, it's called kanashibari, meaning bound in metal, describing the feeling of being held down by invisible forces. In parts of Nigeria, the phenomenon is blamed on Ogun Oru, spirits sent to attack the victim during sleep. Similarly, in Middle Eastern cultures, sleep paralysis is often attributed to jinn, supernatural entities that haunt and torment people. But what's the reality? Science explains these myths as hallucinations caused by the brain's fight-or-flight response during REM paralysis. Shadowy figures, pressure on the chest, and auditory sensations are your brain trying to make sense of its surroundings while still half dreaming. While cultural stories add mystery, understanding the science behind sleep paralysis can help remove the fear. What once felt supernatural is now explainable, though no less creepy. How to prevent sleep paralysis. If you've experienced sleep paralysis, you know how terrifying it can be, but the good news is you can take steps to prevent it. Experts have identified several key triggers, and addressing them can significantly reduce episodes. Improve your sleep schedule. Irregular sleep patterns and lack of rest are major contributors to sleep paralysis. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night and stick to a consistent bedtime, even on weekends. Avoid sleeping on your back. Studies show that sleeping on your back increases the chances of sleep paralysis. Try sleeping on your side or stomach instead. Manage stress and anxiety. Stress can disrupt your sleep cycle. Practice relaxation techniques like meditation, deep breathing, or journaling before bed. Create a sleep-friendly environment. Keep your room dark, cool, and quiet. Limit screen time an hour before bed, as blue light interferes with melatonin production. Limit stimulants and substances. Reduce caffeine and alcohol intake, especially in the evening. Avoid nicotine, as it can disrupt REM sleep. Seek help if needed. If episodes are frequent, consult a doctor. Sleep disorders like narcolepsy or mental health conditions may need professional treatment. Sleep paralysis may feel like a horrifying experience, but understanding the science behind it can make it less frightening. We've explored the causes like disrupted REM sleep, stress, and genetics, and the vivid hallucinations that often come with it. We also uncovered how different cultures explain sleep paralysis through myths, from shadowy demons to vengeful spirits. The good news? Sleep paralysis isn't dangerous, and improving your sleep habits can help reduce episodes. If you have ever experienced sleep paralysis, share your story in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos about sleep, science, and health tips. Good night.